Hey everyone, Brittany from Even If Candle Company. In this video, I wanted to go over 2022 review of the company. Wanted to go over things I might change, things that I wouldn't change, things that I've learned, and also some ideas that I might have starting with 2023 and possible products that I might add. So if you're interested in learning any of that, then stay tuned. So first off, I wanted to do a shout out to all the supporters that I've had with this company. My 1 year anniversary for Even If was January 4th of 23, so very recent. And if you can imagine all the things that I've learned in the first year of business, but honestly, I don't know what I wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for the support that I've been given. I wrote out a little sheet here in my notebook that has some points that I wanted to go over in this video so I don't go down this rabbit hole, which I tend to do. So the first point that I have is things that I would change in this, looking back. And of course, being especially in your first year of business, I would hope to hear that anyone would have things to change. I've learned so much from others, but there's also things that you have to learn on your own. And practice makes perfect, right? So, what I would change is really just, I wouldn't compare myself to others, and even if to any other company out there. Comparing my business to others it can be informative, I guess, if you're looking at it that way. Oh, like, I wonder how this person did that, or everyone gets ideas from everybody. That's the way it is. And but make it your own at the same time. And sometimes it's hard to accept that your idea is going to be different than others. My journey is not someone else's journey. I was created for a reason, just like someone else was created for another reason. So you can't compare yourself to others, especially in business, because your uniqueness isn't going to shine through if you do something exactly the same way as someone else, or if you don't have your own, goal and your own reason why you're doing something, then what's the point on having your own business? If you're not going to show your character and your personality, and the reason really behind the business. So I'm going to start sealing some jars while I'm talking here. So I would definitely change that. And moving forward, all you can do is change what you can now. You can't look back and regret or feel like, just really get yourself down. That's not a good idea. Just keep moving forward, keep doing what you can, and keep learning from others, because you don't know everything, and it's important to learn from others that have been doing it longer than you have. And so stay humble and stay wise, learn things, and just keep remembering your why and why you're doing this, why you want this business. So the second point that I wanted to go over is being more active on social media. So I have a hard time coming up with all these reels and all these, product shots and all of these different ideas, and it's so difficult, especially if you're a one-man show, and in your first year, it's difficult to do all that on your own. So be kind to yourself, but also learn that, oh, maybe I can up that a little bit, so I would definitely look at These are new ones that I made, the new color, and they're like a sage green. I think they're really pretty for spring. So anyway, yeah, social media is definitely something in today's world that you have to be active on in your business. You can really draw in customers that way. I've gotten so many DMs or messages on Facebook, and it's because of a post. So just, you got to stay with the times, I guess. That's the only thing I can really come up with on that. So being an older soul, I guess I have to learn that too. I honestly took months learning even how to do a reel. So, but that's okay. I'm learning, and like I said, be kind to yourself in this process. There's so much to learn. There's so much to go over. So, another thing I would change looking back is setting boundaries. So I am a people pleaser, so it makes it difficult to say no, right? But you can only do what you can. And if you're not giving something 100%, then what are you giving, right? So set your boundary line. Learn how to say no in a nice way to customers. Most of the time, I've come across of just really understanding customers. Oh, don't worry about it. What else do you have? So really, I haven't had to say no that much, but you will have that customer. So just keep that in mind. Have your boundaries set, because that's for, just for your mental health, really, and just being realistic with what you're able to do. It will make you less anxious. You'd be able to sleep better, and it's just going to be better for you overall. Another segment I wanted to touch on was things that I have learned. In this past year, as a first-year business owner, I have learned so much. And I'm not going to say it all in this video because it'll bore you. But just things like, so when it comes down to finances, my husband is actually really good with money and finances, and he's just that math guy, and I am not a math person, so it's really nice to have that in a spouse. So he was so helpful with spreadsheets and Excel, and keeping track of all expenses for business, and having your own business account, and learning all of these things. And another thing that I have learned is being a little more social. So I am introverted, and it can be really draining for me to be really social. I've had a vendor event for 6-7 hours that it can be really draining. My social battery is out, and people love interaction, and I've learned that too. People want to see who's making this product, right? They want to see, wow, that's an actual person making these, right? And your impression really does mean a lot to customers. So, but one more quick thing, and it's kind of something I've already touched on, but I can't really say it enough. I've learned that it's okay to not know things, and it's okay to ask questions and learn from others that have been doing it longer than you. You're a human being, and you need to, like I said, be kind to yourself. You're typically a one-man show in a small business, so you're doing every single thing that comes with having a business, and just give yourself some grace and be patient with yourself. And it's okay if someone doesn't like your product and who you are. Not everyone is going to like what you're doing. Not everyone is going to buy a candle from you. Some people are just going to walk right by your table at a vendor event, and that's it. And you have to learn to be okay with that. So definitely some points there that I've learned to say, okay, that's fine, Anyway, so another segment right, that I wanted to go over, like I said earlier in the beginning, is I've been thinking of some ideas on products and what maybe I would like to add. One thing I would like to add are those mini trio sets. They're really just adorable little concrete, like I'd make them myself and have like a box that they come with. Just things like that I think are really nice, especially if you add variety in those boxes, right? You're promoting more of like, oh, like she also makes this. Oh, I wanted to smell this. Oh, I can add 3 scents to this trio. So it doesn't hurt to have more variety in each product. So I've learned that as well. I'll just go back. I've learned to actually put more product. You don't want to spend too much money on a sample, but to have just like a wax melt thrown in. I don't have them on me, but there's these cute little bags that I purchased, and there's like a clear window, and they're craft looking paper, and they zip up. And so I'm gonna put a couple wax melts in each of those for a purchase. Another thing that I was thinking of adding was just a bigger size than, these are the 3-inch, and these are perfect sizes, I think, for the most part, but sometimes, like, especially being a larger space, people might want to choose a bigger size candle. So I was thinking about adding a bigger option. I'm not sure if I would keep it tulip. These are the tulip vessels. I might just want the straight edge ones. I don't know. But those are just some ideas that I have going forward in 2023. I think that's about all I wanted to touch base on and go over in the video. If there's anyone out there that wanted to learn more about, how I make something, or, if you have any questions, I might be able to help you. But yeah, you're more than welcome to comment below. Please, that's actually encouraged. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to start growing this channel. This is my first video. I've done shorts, but I really want to start making a YouTube channel and promoting the business. But yeah, so on my last, perfect timing. So one more vessel. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And to those who have supported me, I feel so blessed and thankful for you. And I honestly would not be here a year later without you. So thank you. And I hope to see you soon.